YouTubes, right? Just scrolling. And I came across this video and I got into like 30 seconds of it. And I was like, I have to show it to you guys. I literally just stopped and I was like, you know what? I got to react to this. So without further ado, we're going to react to this video. Ricky talking about woke culture. I'm getting right into it. I don't want to spoil it, right? Because we just getting right into it. All right. Without further ado, let's rock.
Nice.
Sometimes I think about how quickly things can get blown out of proportion these days. Take the time I made a joke about Caitlyn Jenner. I woke up the next morning to a storm on Twitter, people calling it transphobic. But here's the thing, it wasn't. The joke had absolutely nothing to do with her being transgender. It was simply a joke about a public figure. And that's where people sometimes miss the point. Just because you joke about something or someone, it doesn't mean that's the target of the joke. It's easy to get offended when you misunderstand what's actually being joked about. Let me explain it a little better. Picture this. I'm hosting the Golden Globe Awards. The audience is full of actors, all smiling and clapping, looking at me like I'm about to drop a bomb. The tension's there, but I tell them, relax, I'm going to be nice tonight. And then I added, I've changed not as much as Bruce Jenner. Now,
Someone says to me about another comedian, they say, oh, they're not funny. Even if I agree with them, I stand up and I say, well, you can't say that. You've got to say, you don't find them funny, you know. And I hate it when people say, that joke was offensive. I say, no, you've got to say, you found it offensive. Because it's all about feelings, and feelings are personal. And there's loads of types of comedy, and comedy evolves, you know. There's a new type of comedy at the moment called woke comedy, right? No, it's very progressive, you know. There are some clubs now where the comedian has to sign a thing saying he won't say anything contentious or he won't say anything that could offend anyone. It's a safe space for the audience. Woke comedy. And I tried to watch a bit of it, and I decided I'd rather watch Louis C.K. masturbate. Can't mention him anymore. He's cancelled. Not enough to apologise and move on. You got to. And the big controversy last time I did it was a Caitlyn Jenner joke, right? Oh, outrage on Twitter the next day. And by outrage, I mean a couple of people going, it was transphobic. It wasn't transphobic in the slightest. It was a joke about a trans person, but the joke had nothing to do with that aspect of her existence. And that's the other thing about offence. People get offended when they mistake the subject of a joke with the actual target, and they're not necessarily the same. I'll tell you the joke. You make your own minds up. Right. So, it's live, so they go, and now your host for the 68th Annual Golden Globe Awards, please welcome Ricky Gervais. They go, and they're all clapping, all the actors are looking up, smiling at me nervously. It's brilliant, right?
They know.
So I just go, relax, I'm going to be nice tonight. I've changed. Not as much as Bruce Jenner.
That might have seemed a little too much. But here's the thing. We live in a time where you can never predict what will get you into trouble. One wrong thing said today might come back to haunt you in the future. You might say something innocent now, and 10 years from now, that could be the thing everyone's canceling you over. And there's no guarantee it'll be the same things we're worried about today. In fact, if you think about it, one of the biggest controversies right now is something that, just a few years ago, no one would have ever imagined. For instance, saying something as simple as, women don't have penises, can now get you in serious trouble. Who saw that coming? Nobody's going to find a 10-year-old tweet of someone saying that, but here we are. It's a reminder that in this world, everything is constantly changing, and you just never know what the future might hold in terms of what will be considered offensive or woke. It's a strange, unpredictable ride. Things are changing so fast these days, and it's hard to keep up. Seriously, who would have thought that we'd see people competing in sports based on gender identity? It's one of those things we just didn't expect back in the early 2000s. Let's be real about that. But here's the thing about all these changes. Sometimes it...
Well, right? So, because everything is changing so rapidly, it's a joke, but I mean, shoot. Did we think that you would have 6'5" men with hair on their chests playing in women's sports and swimming against women and doing all this stuff with women? Like, we probably didn't think that back in 2002. Let's just be honest. Back to the video.
Do you know why? We didn't think we fucking had to. try and explain to someone every day what freedom of speech means, particularly in the context of comedy, and particularly in the context of a joke, that a joke about a bad thing isn't as bad as the bad thing. It's not even necessarily condoning the bad thing. It could be anti the bad thing. It depends on the actual joke. And this woman said, you should never make jokes about food allergies. I should have left it, right? I sent back, I make jokes about AIDS, cancer, famine, and the Holocaust, right? And you're telling me I should never joke about food allergies. She sent back, yes, but the Holocaust didn't kill children. Well,
Oh, nah.
it did, didn't it? It was horrible, the Holocaust. Some would say as bad as food allergies. Oh, women. Not all women. I mean the old-fashioned ones. You know, the old-fashioned women. Oh, God. You know, the ones with wombs. Oh.
Oh, nah.
Those fucking dinosaurs. No, I love the new women. I know the new women. They're great, aren't they? You know, the new ones we've been seeing lately. The ones with beards and cocks. They're as good as gold. I love them. No, it's the old-fashioned. And now the old-fashioned, they go like, oh, they want to use our toilets. Why shouldn't they use your toilets? For ladies. They are ladies. Look at their pronouns.
Oh, nah.
What about this person isn't a lady? Well, his penis. Her penis, you fucking bigot. What if he rapes me? What if she rapes you?
Explain what freedom of speech even means, especially in comedy. Some people get confused, but when it comes to jokes, context matters. A joke about something bad isn't the same as saying the bad thing is okay. It could be the complete opposite. It's about the context and the punchline. Take this one person who said, I should never joke about food allergies. Well, I've joked about a lot of heavy topics, AIDS, cancer, famine, even the Holocaust. So I pushed back, saying, if I can joke about all of that, why draw the line at food allergies? She fired back saying, but the Holocaust didn't kill children. Well, yeah, it did. That was a horrifying moment in history. But it's important to recognize that we can't always tiptoe around difficult topics in comedy, because sometimes humor can help us deal with the tough stuff. Now, there's also this idea about women in comedy and how things have evolved. I'm not talking about old-fashioned women, the ones who stick to traditional roles, but rather, how the landscape has changed. We've got new voices coming in, women with diverse backgrounds, and yes, even women who don't fit the old stereotypes. These changes, as controversial as they can seem, are making space for
fucking turf whore! Welcome to my show. It's not a show. There's no dancers or jugglers. It's basically a bloke talking, which is essentially what stand-up comedy is, isn't it? A bloke talking. Sexist. What about all the funny female comedians? Like, No. Right. No. I'm not doing that. Okay, right. That was irony. There's going to be a bit of that throughout the show. See if you can spot it, okay? Now, that's when I say something I don't really mean for comic effect, and you as an audience, you laugh at the wrong thing because you know what the right thing is. It's a way of satirising attitudes. Like that first joke, I used the old-fashioned sexist trope that women aren't funny. Now, in real life, I know there are loads of funny women. Like, I did it again, well spotted, good. But these people are virtue signalling. They're trying to bring people down to raise their own status. And they say it's because, no, we're protecting minorities. Like, they're basically saying minorities haven't got a sense of humour, which is so patronising. And I get that as well, to what it's like to be outnumbered. In this country, we're still only 5% black, 5% Asian, 5% LGBTQ, you know, tiny numbers. Now, I'm a white, heterosexual multimillionaire, right? There's less than 1% of us.
Nah, talk your stuff.
Do I whine? No. Do I don't mind. I just get on with it. Come on, Rick. Come on, Rick.
Nah, he's good. He's good. I'm gonna give it to him.
I'm like Rosa Parks. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, except I fought for the right to never have to take a seat on a bus.
Oh my goodness gracious, that was funny. And you gonna have people that find that offensive, right? Oh, how could you talk about Rosa Parks like that? Da, 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 da. Guys, it's a joke, right? We gotta learn to just chill and just roll with the joke. It's you're there for a reason. You're at a comedy club. It's jokes, right? But you know what's crazy to me, and one of the reasons why I wanted to react to this clip is because, like, yo, that bathroom one, is that valid? Like, I did wonder, like what kind of happens with that, right? Like, in terms of the pronouns thing, like, if you're identifying as a woman, but then how does that even? Never mind. All right. Anyway, hey, by the way, we accept everybody here, whether you're trans, whether you're whatever you are, right? We're all inclusive on this channel. However, again, we don't like agenda pushing, but jokes we love. Okay, let me know what you guys think of this special here by Ricky. Yeah, no, hilarious to me. And yeah, I know it's a bit different than what I usually do, but you know, again, guys, I just wanted to switch it up a little bit, see if we could get some laughs, right? The election just finished, and it's good to get some laughs in there, right? Humor is important. So anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate your support. Seriously, it means a lot. If you could slap the like button and headbutt the subscribe button twice, I really appreciate that. Guys, take care.